What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel and welcome back for more Satisfactory. FICSMAS Day 15, I believe. Let me check. Yes, 15. We'll get back to that eventually. Hey, what's all this nonsense that I've got set up here? Well, this is one of the tail end sections of me dabbling in nuclear. So this, and we'll go to the actual place where I set some of this up. But this is going to hopefully end up producing uranium fuel rods. So anyway, let's continue on to where I was. The only thing we've got to set up over here is getting the nuclear over here. So yeah, the what is it? The nuclear encased uranium something or other. I don't know what it is, but I set it up over here. So let's take a trip, and we'll see what I did. So if you didn't know, up here there is an impure uranium node. That's the one that I'm pulling, and I brought it all the way down here to this water section here, and I've got some stuff going, because the first thing that started up me messing around with this area were the fact that I saw some geysers over here as I was running around trying to throw things down, and I was like, hey, I'll put some geothermal generators down here. It's gonna be great. And so I did that, and then I was like, well, I mean, we got limestone, we got sulfur, we got coal, we got copper over here. Let's do something with the uranium. And yeah, so this is what I ended up doing. So I've got this little section over here for the sulfur, which is being fed into my little refinery setup. I've got a blueprint. I can't remember if I showed this off, but I've got a blueprint now set up for 4 refineries with inputs and outputs and stuff like that. I need to fix a couple things with this, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So we've got our nitric acid being set up. No, sulfuric acid, not nitric acid. Nitric acid is something completely different. So anyway, we've got this being fed. We've got the water obviously coming in through here, being fed into the machines. It's going into 4 refineries, which are set up to put out 75 sulfuric acid apiece, so for a total of 300. So 75, 75, 75, 75. Okay, that is being taken down here and put into 2 buffers, thusly. And then each of these buffers is being fed into a blender with the, let's see, I pulled from which limestone? I pulled from this limestone and this copper for over here. The copper will be explained in a second. So, from there, I went all the way up there, and you can kind of see the lift going down, and then getting belted across like here, and then it gets lifted down again here. That sentence makes sense. And then the belt goes all the way over to here and gets fed over. The limestone is getting brought over on a belt, which is now being fed through 2 constructors to feed the necessary concrete into the blenders. And then, yeah, this is kind of doing its thing, although the sulfuric acid is starting to definitely kind of back up here. The reason for that is because this isn't constructing fast enough. So we could throw another one of these down, or I could just belt straight into this. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. I set up another thing for copper sheets, by the way. The main thing is it's getting fed into the sink, which we could take care of that, maybe, if stuff cooperates. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. So let's make this an overflow. Just like this. Let's put this here for now. We'll need a merger. Gonna snap onto here. Yes. Oh, it's clipping the belt. Can't have that. Kind of goes underneath the belt a little bit. There we go. Good enough. So that should help with this. Yeah. I could actually try and speed this up. Probably should. So right now, these are putting out 15 per minute for sulfuric acid. This should be consuming 37.5, so I guess the math is going to work out just fine. I could put a buffer in here to help deal with this, but yeah, I don't know. I'll leave it for now. Anyway, from there, we've got the things we're producing, these encased uranium cells, being thrown into here. Lovely. So we've got a couple of them saved up. But yeah, this is the stuff we need to belt all the way over to our little deal over there. So I'm not going to take it all right now. We're just going to go ahead and do this, and I'm going to then get this set up. Sorry, facing the wrong way. And we'll connect this at a later moment once we get this kind of set up in that general direction. So let's go, I don't know, like this. Okay, let's continue. Okay. How is everybody doing today? I'm doing great. Just got off work. So, you know, pretty good, all things considered. At least I think I'm doing pretty good. Pretty well, actually. We're gonna have to deal with you, huh? Consider yourself dealt with. Alright, I think we can go up this little way here. Continue on. And the reason why I didn't connect this belt just yet is because I didn't want to have to deal with the radiation. And if I had hooked it up all the way, we would have been carting around a bunch of uranium and stuff like that. So we could save that for the last little bit. Almost there. So yeah, this is the kind of stuff I've been getting up to when you guys aren't watching me. Nothing too crazy. Oh, ma'am. Ma'am is ready to do ma'am things. Let's just let's have it go to here. Okay. Now then, let's get a lift. connected right there. I don't think I need to do any splitter nonsense with this. Okay, I think that's it. Now we just need to connect up the actual line itself. We'll be good to go. And then once that starts producing, I don't know, we'll do something with it. Do something with it eventually. But that's the fuel that's needed for the nuclear power plants, I believe. Or they should pick these things up, just not just leave them laying around, you know? I don't know what the object limit is in the game. I'm assuming it's very high, but due diligence and all that. Is this working? Looks like it. Both of those are doing their things. Okay, so grab this, hook that up, and there they go! If you didn't know, you could get a speed boost by going along with the same directionality of the ramps. Or conveyor belts, rather. Alright, any moment now. It's going to crest that hill. There it is. Got several hundred of them in that container. And here they come. Alright, this is now producing 0.4 uranium fuel rods a minute. We can definitely up this production. Yeah. So, the electromagnetic control rods, by the way, that I'm producing at the main facility, and then having a drone come and pick those up, which, that's this drone. This drone's going back to the home base to pick up for the ECRs. You know, radiation has been a little weird in terms of how it registers. I should be getting radiation procs right now, but for some reason it's not. Do these not have as much radiation as I think? Either that, or I'm fundamentally misunderstanding the way that radiation works. I know it has to do with the amount of radioactive things in the environment that are in proximity to you, but I really figured this would have been counting as radiation damage. I don't know, whatever. It's a little buggy how radiation works right now, so anyway. Okay, we've got some incoming, but they're kind of just stuck on the belt because this is only going to one spot. I could offload these into a depot, which, do I even have enough Mercer spheres saved up right now? I don't think I do. I've got one. I don't know if I need to have these in a depot, but it probably wouldn't hurt. So, I don't know, let's just throw a splitter in here and call it good. Alright, smart splitter. Are you gonna cooperate with me and align properly? No, of course not. Sometimes these have issues. That, you're going to be for overflow. Lovely. No, I don't want that in the outgoing. I want it in the incoming. There we go. It's facing the wrong direction. Of course it is. Still make simple mistakes like that. There you go. 400, huh? We've already got some in our depot from stuff that we threw around, so not too bad. Drop some random stuff off. I really should get rid of some of this random crap I'm holding on to. Okay, so we've got 1 uranium fuel rod. Nice. Very good. Okay, let's head back to the base. I should double check my power grid to see if it's still stable as well. Love seeing all the little belts spaghetti and go across the various areas where I've pulled from super far away. All right. So, this is the drone port that is actually doing the outbound for the control rods, which that's being fed from this line right here, and that's from this lift right here. So, yeah. Okay, what do we want to do right now? Let's head in here and grab some stuff and throw it into the space elevator. Sorry, wrong door. Okay. Got supercomputers set up. This is our machine that is depositing these little things right here. 250 and 500. There we go. So, that is part number 6. Let's go ahead and throw those in there. And we'll have to also do the advent calendar. Ta-da! Okay, then the next thing we'll probably end up getting done is the magnetic field generator, which I don't think I've started on that yet. Can't even remember what we need to make that, but we're getting there. I've got enough pipes in order to get this milestone done. I only need 200. Leading edge production.
The Miner Mark III provides top-of-the-line resource extraction potential, making it even easier to contribute to project assembly. Project part number 8, the thermal propulsion rocket, is the most complex project part of this phase as it requires turbo motors, and thus requires your best. FICSIT didn't think pioneers such as you could get this far. I am glad we have both proven them wrong.
Okay. So, as far as the next milestone is concerned, we are going to need, let's see, those cube things, cooling systems, quick wire. We've got all those. Those are already done. Now it's just the turbo motors, which we just unlocked the ability to even start those. So, yeah. Fun stuff. Other than that, let's see. Magnetic field generators will probably be the next thing we work on. Anyway, let's do this thing. Here's 15. Ah, stun rebar. Oh, that's not what I want. There we go. Stun rebar is kind of whatever. I've used it once to not incredible effect. So, not exactly something that I'm going to be writing a rave review about. Okay, I got a lot of random crap on me. Okay, I don't want that, don't want... Actually, no, I'll hold on to some of those. I don't need the rebar. I've been holding onto this mycelia forever. I should probably do something with it, shouldn't I? Here, you can take that. Okay. This is idle because I don't have any place for the fabric to go. I haven't really used a whole lot of fabric, to be honest. Okay. Right. Let's get rid of these, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. All these things. I don't think I need to hold on to all these bows. Same with these, and this. Can take some presents, too. All this random crap that I've got. There we go. Much better. Right. Okay. So, let's see what we need for some stuff. This only requires the versatile framework and the electromagnetic control rods, both of which we're producing. So that's not too terrible. Turbo motors. We have got all of that. Okay. And then those get combined with all of this. Again, we're producing all of this. Okay, that's not too bad. Magnetic field generators, we'll work on that next. I've got that tagged on the right-hand side of the screen, so we can kind of keep that in the back of our mind. But okay, so, versatile framework. Where have I got versatile framework? I've got it over here. It has been getting shoved into this one container over here since the very beginning of the game. I've got a bunch of them just sitting over here. We're going to need 100. 100 is going to be for 20 of them, so we're going to need a lot, actually. 5 times 500 is, what is that, 2,500? How much does this hold? I have no idea. I don't know. Either way, we've got a lot, plus everything that's sitting on the machine and all that stuff, another 50 in there. So yeah, okay. We're going to have to get this sorted somewhat. Electromagnetic control rods, we're going to need 1,000 of those, which is a lot. Okay, we're not producing like a whole lot of those, to be honest. That's the other thing. Here we go. Yeah, we're not producing a whole bunch of those. It's down there. I need more slugs, need more sloops, need all this other stuff to make all this easier. Okay, we're producing 4 a minute. And I could definitely speed this up if I had some slugs. Which I do not have, I do not think. I've got some. Let's go make these real quick. Kind of all over the place right now. It's like I've got so many things that I want to do, but I only have so much time in an episode. Because I don't want to, like, go and beat the game without you guys seeing it, so... Yeah. Most of my stuff that I was doing, as far as, like, why I ran out of so much of the shards that I had, was because I ended up using a whole bunch of them for that fuel plant that I set up. Oh, by the way, we should check the power grid. Yeah, so we're still stable now, but we've got 54,000-ish, almost 55,000 power to work with. So yeah, did a little bit of stuff off camera. I'm sure you'll forgive me for that. Okay, now we're doing 10 per minute. Very good. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't know how much we're giving as far as stators and AI limiters and stuff like that, but it'll run pretty quickly here. Anyway, so I've got that set up on a splitter, by the way. It's going up to storage, and splitting off from there into the actual production lines. So it's coming up via this lift, going to the smart splitter, or rather just a regular splitter, and then it's going off here to go to the drone, and then this is obviously where we're storing them for other production, which we're going to use now. So where do we want to do this? This is going into just an assembler. So how much room do I have down here? I don't have room for another one of these on top, I don't think. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of room, so much so that it's going to clip into the ceiling, so I can't really get away with that, unfortunately. So, okay. Let's just put this somewhere else. I guess I could... Well, no. I don't really have a lot of room right there. I could do it on the upper floor, like take the side wall out and expand. Or I could just kind of like throw it on the ground over here somewhere and just say screw it. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. Oh, I set up overflow lines on a lot of this stuff. So, yeah. Now we're sinking a lot more stuff in this general area. To the point where it's actually dipped down a little bit. But, anyway. Let's see here. We need an assembler. Let's just put that there. How much is this? You need 2.5 a minute. You need 1 per minute of the control rods, which we are more than producing that. 2.5. Yeah, we're doing 10 a minute right now, right? I think we're doing 10 a minute. So, fine by me. Okay, I'm not too crazy as far as, you know, getting this done in the fastest amount of time ever, obviously. Okay, right. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Let's see. Stop snapping that way. Stop. Okay, so then, where's this line up? Whoa, don't fall off. Oh, missed it. Alright, let's just grab one of these. We'll just go straight across there. All right. Now then. could just throw a lift on there and just kind of call it fine. But I'm going to do this instead. Missed it by a little bit. That's okay. Okay. Let's just continue on. Okay. Now let's go grab our versatile framework. Okay, let's just redo this a little bit. Let's go straight across there. And, yeah, we're going to take a bit of a route. I have embraced the spaghetti. At this point, it's like, I kind of just want to beat this save, so that way we can get into the next save where I potentially play better. You know? I am not guaranteeing a damn thing, though. Because at this point, it's just whatever. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm sure you guys are loving it, though. Exactly is that conflicting? It's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Bam. Okay. There you go. Now then, I'm gonna have to do something with all of these versatile frameworks I've got now. You know what? Let's just do this. Should have done this in the first place. Not now, timer. Okay. Oh yeah, this is what we're gonna do. There we go. Okay, so that can hold 100 between them. Right now, since we're splitting the output, we're doing 5 per minute. I can double this up somewhat. We'll just, let's see, can I sneak some splitters in here? I can. Alright, fine. I will take no questions. I will take no questions. Sure. I don't care. Anyway, let's grab this and go like that. I don't have enough of these. So right now we're producing 4.5? Yeah, 4.5. So, get out of here. Get out of here, bush. Yeah, whatever. Okay, that is producing. And that's all that matters. Kidding me? Kidding me right now? I deserve this. There we go. Okay, look at that. We already got 10. We're already 0.5% of the way there. Wait, would that be... No, that'd be 1... No, that'd be 2%. Yeah, it's... No, wait. 5 would be 1%. So, yeah, it's 2%. Sure. You know, whatever. Math is hard. So there we go. Okay, we got started on the next little thing there. Next, let's see, I can remove that. The next thing we're going to work on is probably the turbo motors. So let's go ahead and add that to the list. We'll need cooling systems, radio control units, motors, and rubber. Motors and rubber, not a problem. We've got motors coming through over here. Same with rubber. So here's all our motors. Okay, not a problem. As far as our rubber is concerned, we do have rubber coming in through here. To the point where we could probably peel off of this line. And that wouldn't be a problem. Not an issue. Radio control units. We are producing in here. I've actually gotten to the point where radio control units are, well, a little bit backed up. So yeah. Actually, we can technically produce more of those. How are we looking on this? Oh, I paused production for some reason. Not like we were using them, but anyway. Now it's producing again. Right. So, cooling systems we've already got set up, which I maybe didn't show off exactly how that setup was going. That's over here with our nitrogen, which I'll show that before we end the episode. But, hey, not too bad. In maybe an hour or two, we'll have enough of the next space part, the electromagnetic whatever the hell. Alright, so here's our little nitrogen setup. Which train comes through, and the train hasn't been able to drop off its actual amount for quite a while. But that's slowly but surely coming in over here. This is where we're producing heat sinks. Those are going over here into this blender, which this is producing the cooling systems. And then this one is producing the cube thing. What is it? The heavy something? Fused modular frame. Yeah, it's producing there. Which, yeah, we've got a bunch of those. So here's our cooling units. It's a little full. One entire container, so cool. And here's our frames, which we've got one container almost full. So I might as well grab 100 of these for the next milestone, huh? And I'll grab 200 of these for that. And then, yeah, the turbo motors we haven't started producing yet. I think I've got some of them. 27 of them. So half of what we need for the thing. And the actual quick wire we've got. We just have to collect it all and do something with it. Fun! So yeah, we're most of the way through getting those automated. We just need to find ways to get them all to the same manufacturer. Which I guess I'll save that for the next episode. You guys like seeing belts be connected, right? It's like your favorite thing. Here, let's drop those off real quick. I still have some versatile framework on me. Well, I guess I'll just throw those in here. There you go. You can take that. You can take those. Okay, here we go. Right, well, anyway, as far as what I'm going to do off camera, I might go grab some more slugs. Because, yeah, we need those a lot. There's 2 slugs in this general area somewhere. I have no clue where they are. Anyway, I think that... Oh, actually, hang on. No. Before I end the episode, we have to have enough of the things available for the research in the MAM. We just gotta. Let's see. How's this going? You need more of the ornaments. You need the iron ones. I never connected the belt. I'm such an idiot. Okay, there we go. Oh man, I bet somebody from like an episode or 2 ago is like sitting there just, what are you doing? Anyway, I've got enough of these for the research though. Was it 200? What do we have? Electrode circuit board, copper alloy ingot. Sure, why not? Let's take this. Okay, I need some more of the baubles. We need some bows. How many? 200? 200, and that's why I had all those bows on me.
The best idea FICSIT could come up with, to appreciate and reward pioneers for their hard work, is a gold star. How creative. But don't worry, I understand the merits of actually meaningful appreciation. When you save the day, you will understand.
Okay. A little ominous, but sure. Okay, now we can make these, which are made in an assembler. Which, yeah, that's pretty easy. FICSMAS Wonder Star. Okay. Then... Okay, we've got this thing. It's just a wreath. Goes on stuff. You can attach it to, like, machines and walls, so it's a wall decoration of sorts. Cool. I dig it. Okay, this needs an assembler, which is going to pull from that storage and this storage. How do we want to do this? I know, I keep getting sidetracked. Yep, we're just going to float it up here. I have embraced chaos. I know. I thought you were gonna end the episode. Me too, but I want to get this done too. Okay, you are going to make this. Of course, I've got to color the thing. Duh. Alright. Now then, you want candy canes, which we have here. Sure. And you want these. Which... Oh no, sorry, it's through here. That makes this a little bit easier. That is going to connect to there. Yep. This is how we're doing it. There you go. Now that is producing stars. 1 per minute. I might speed that up eventually. How much did you need? 500. Okay, so in 500 minutes that'll be done. No big deal. No big deal. There we go. Ta-da! Come on. Let me see a star before I end the episode. There we go. Very good. Alright, well, anyway, this monstrosity aside, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna miss when this event is done, because I've had a lot of fun doing this. This has been a pretty interesting event. How are we looking on snowballs, by the way? Yeah, we got a little bit. More than I'll probably ever need for this save. Because once I'm done with this save, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the save, but yeah, I'll probably get more invested in a new playthrough. But anyway, as far as this episode is concerned, now I'm going to end it for real this time, for realsies. But anyway, I will see you all in the next one for day 16, where we're going to get started more on particle enrichment and stuff like that. But anyway, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.